Yo, YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we got some search and destroy. Now I haven't really had some search and destroy in the last few days, man. It's mainly been respawn, so I thought why not mix it up, get into an S&D, show you guys inside the mind of a Crimson player. And yeah, this lobby was a lot of fun, so let's break it down. Starting off through the middle of the map, we go through, we spot the first guy, and you can see we're trying to just camera him, right? I was like, right, this isn't a gunfight I want to get into. So straight away we maneuver our way out there, we dive away, and yeah, we're just trying to disengage as the main kind of action. Now we're going to go through, I'm looking at the minimap, okay, and what we're trying to do as a whole is basically just trap them in the A site. Gonna go through to this car. Now this is basically a guaranteed win. I would say 9 out of 10 times that what just happened there happens basically on a regular basis. You go through, you take out the enemy, back off, and yeah, this is just a really good way of trapping them in the corner. So you can see I'm playing aggressive, but I'm not playing over aggressive to a point where I'm basically getting stuck in there. Well, now I'm kind of going a bit more aggressive, but in terms of that first gunfight, we played it really well. We backed off, we made him challenge me, and we were able to get that kill. Now I'm going to sit in this corner again. They have to plant the bomb. We're the ones defending. So what you want to do is just control the map, control the play, and yeah, this is just a really good play so far. Again, you know, we're playing aggressive, but we're playing with purpose. So it doesn't mean we're running constantly. We're playing very, very slow in certain areas, and that's exactly what happens. We get the second kill, we spot the third, and we're able to go 1-0 up. So now that the first defense was underway, we were able to win that one. It's time for the offense. Now, what can we do here on the other side of things? So we're going to push through. I'm going to chuck a stun in the bomb area, sorry, the bottom area. Now, what ended up happening was, I think we got some really bad timing, yeah. So the reason why I thought like it was a good push there at the time was because my stun actually hit him. But looking back at that situation, I think my stun hit a trophy system, and overall it just wasn't a great play. So it definitely was me getting over aggressive there. And you can see what ends up happening, right? We get over aggressive. My teammates are then left in a 3 versus 3. Now, that's all my fault, so I need to go back to the drawing board. I think making a mistake once is okay, but if you make the same mistake more than once, then it's got a problem. But let's skip this round and go right into the third one. Okay, so first round, I felt like we played pretty well, pretty aggressive. Second round, we kind of kept up the aggression, but on the offense, it just didn't really work out there. So now we're into the third round. Again, we're up against Crimsons, so let's kind of see what we can do here and how we can play this. So we go through, one gets taken out in the middle. Now I'm in a quite a unique situation because I've got a dead silence, I'm playing the flank, and I'm just kind of like, my senses are just thinking, right, they're going to go to B, purely based on kind of what I'm witnessing on the minimap when my teammate's going A, the guy kills in middle, so I'm just going to play aggressive at B. And the only reason I played ultra aggressive there was because I was actually worried that someone was going to flank me, and when the stun hit me, it kind of just messed me up. So again, it's just about me trying to adjust my pacing in the third round. So first round we played pretty well, second round we played really poor, third round we were actually able to get a kill, but we still were able to get taken down. So I think overall it was a poor round from us. And my teammates are left in a 2 versus 3, and this is one of the weirdest clutches I've seen in a while. So you see they go through, Mr. Aim Assist there goes through, he's snaking the head glitch, which is exactly what you want to do. Gets a kill, opens up another kill with his teammate, and somehow they win a 2 versus 3. Now if you're on the other side, you cannot let that happen, okay? You can guarantee to get a kill if you're just playing credit corners and kind of working together. So the fact that they went from a 2 versus 3, this guy's got issues, bro, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, the fact that they went from a 2 versus 3 and they were able to win without losing any lives is a massive issue. If you're the other team, you guys need to play better there. But you know what, so far the game's going okay. I think one thing for sure is my pacing is slightly too aggressive for my own good. I need to definitely work on that and try to change things up. So you're going to see how we play this next round. So the exact same scenario, but instead of just pushing through, we're going to play it slightly slower. So we're going to go through, we're going to take out the first guy, jump across, and look what happens. It's just an absolute mess. Now there was a few rounds here like I thought I played terribly, but I thought it was important to show you with search and destroy, right? You have like a 20-second window where sometimes if you make the wrong play, you're just going to lose the whole round. And that was another example, just a really poor play. And I think in my head I was just trying to cross, but it was just like I started doubting myself through the cross here. It was just honestly a really bad play, but that's okay. The game's not over, okay? We're still really early on into the game, and with search and destroy, right, there's going to be rounds like what you just saw there where I completely waste my life, but that's okay as long as you learn from it and don't make the same mistake twice. Now saying that, I did make the same mistake twice, but next time I promise I'm not going to do it. If I do, then I don't know, I've got deeper problems than that, so I need to make sure I don't make the same mistake 3 times in a row. I guess looking at the score, right, there is one positive. The positive thing is we're losing the rounds where I kind of just threw my life away. Now, I know that sounds like a bit of a weird positive, but the reason why I think it's a positive thing is because there's a correlation. When I stay alive and play for a kill, we get the round win. When I die, we lose the round. So you see right there again, I wouldn't say that was my fault because I got the first kill. I wanted to dive out the way. The second guy kind of gets a trade. Now, in search and destroy, you're gonna get into situations like where you're constantly trading each other, and that's just a part of the game, and that's exactly what happened there. So we're able to get the first kill, but get traded. Now, I actually have faith in my teammates to win the rounds and clutch up, so as long as I can get a kill and hopefully stay alive in the next round, we should be good to go. So you can see as the rounds are going along, we're kind of tuning our performance to the optimal version. Now, in an ideal situation, we'll get a kill, back off and play our life, but every round isn't going to be the same, you know, we're not going to be able to get that every single round. Here we are, back on the offense. Can I do the unthinkable? Will I do it 3 times in a row? Will I push front bedroom? Let's see. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully I've learned my mistake, because, I mean, during the gameplay, I should have learned my mistake. We go through, and this time we're going to play a little bit different. I'm going to be a lot more cautious of the middle, and you see what we're doing. We're going to watch the middle and just make sure that if anybody pushes, we're able to take them out. And I'm looking at the left side again, and we line up for the headshots, and again, just another mistake. So, again, poor planning from me. You can see we tried something different, but I just really need to stop going there. Now, this isn't my best gameplay in the world, but one thing for sure is as the game starts to evolve, I really start to step up the pacing, and I just play a lot better towards the later end of the game. But I wanted to show you most of the round, just to show you why sometimes I make stupid mistakes and how I could avoid them. So right there, I played it slightly different, but I just need to think to myself, why am I constantly crossing that area? That's not the only option. So what I could do in the future is, you know, play the flank, or maybe push through to the stairs, just do something different than just challenging that middle every single time. Now, lucky enough, my teammates were pretty good this game, but this is a perfect example, right? I'm on 4 kills in 6 rounds. It's just not something I'm like, okay, I'm frying, all right? It's just one of those performances where it's a pretty average performance. I'm not having the best of games, which obviously happens from time to time, which is absolutely fine. But it's more the case that if my teammates weren't clutching up, I would be losing this game. So it's about identifying when you're playing well, when you're playing wrong, and this is where we start to tear things up. So we go through. I was actually snaking for a bit too long there. I feel like I got distracted. I was just really locked in on snaking. We were able to take the first guy out, and now we're going to back off. And this is where you can start to see a bit more of my skills show out. We go through, we get the first guy. Now I spot the second, okay? We're going to pop the dead silence in a second there. As we approach the flank, we're just going to be like, right, what we're going to do is go to the top pair and try to play for the guy in the top bedroom, because we knew somebody was around there. You see our centering is really well right now. We're kind of focusing on where they could be. We jump around the corner. My teammates get the second, and with me being alive, right, it's so much easier for me to make plays. We get the third, and just like that, we're now in a 3 versus 1. So you could just see the round is completely different, right? As soon as I'm playing my life a bit more, playing a bit more creddy, and playing the spots that I prefer, we actually get 3 kills. And now I went from having an average performance to actually top fragging the lobby. It's such a random thing, but it's like one round can really change your whole performance. So as I look at the scoreboard, I'm thinking like, I'm actually top fragging the lobby, but in my opinion, I'm playing terrible. And if you really break it down into rounds, I am playing really bad. I just had 1 good round. Now that's what I want people to kind of identify, right? Don't just look at the scoreboard, but look at the overall game. Like, I think we should have won this game by now, and I think the 2 rounds we lost were both my fault. Now, if that's the case, that means that although I've got the most kills in the lobby or in my team, I don't think I'm playing well, because I made 2 crucial mistakes that lost us the round. So in this next round, I'm thinking, right, as long as I can play my life, we can win the round here, we should be good to go. This is where we can play aggressive. We get a really good stun off. Now, I tried that stun about 15 times, but this time it actually worked out. We managed to chuck a stun through. We go through. There's a player behind me, so straight away, use our equipment. He jumps out, so he plays aggressive. We take him out, 3 versus 2, and just like that, I went from a really average performance to actually getting on 8 kills. You can see we're on a 4 kill streak here, and what I did right there, right, I just basically wanted to mark the B bomb site so that my teammates can come with me. Now I know that they've got the A site kind of locked down, but I just prefer the B site, and especially in the 3 versus 1, I thought it'd be a lot more beneficial. So we're going towards the B site. My teammate's by himself, and this is where it can get a bit mixy. You kind of want to be with your team in this situation, but we go through. We're going to get the plant down. I'm waiting for my teammates to help me out here. I actually spot somebody, so we're going to dive across here. We spot him on our left, and just like that, the game should be over. What's going to happen there? Okay, there you go. My teammates kill him. So yeah, although in my opinion it was a very average game, we still managed to win 6-2, and both times we lost a round, I think it was my mistake. So my main kind of point of this video is to show you that sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 rounds to really mix things up, and don't get kind of deceived by the kill feed and by your overall kills, because although I dropped the most kills in the lobby, I think I had a terrible game. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.